most beginners think, boy, the further back you get, the more power and distance I'm going to have. But it's really just the opposite. What we're trying to do is bend the tip of the rod, kind of like a catapult or a bow and arrow. And that's where all the energy is stored. In order to do that, you have to keep a firm wrist, and this will be your biggest challenge. And most beginners want to break their wrist. And look where I put the tip back there. You cast and you just kind of pilot. It's not going anywhere. So here's what you should do is watch my wrist. I'm
right. It's stable.
Yeah, I'm stable. I'm not like that. I'm bringing that forearm back. As you come back, count 1001. And that's the timing to come forward. So 1001, come forward. Stop at 11, coming forward. Where I'm pointing my thumb is where the tip of the rod goes, and that's where the fly goes. So you want to, just like this, point your thumb right at your target. Bottom line is you can catch plenty of trout making a 35-foot cast. Intermediates like to cast a long line and kind of show off, but you're going to miss a lot of strikes. Fish are going to come up and grab your fly. You have so much line on the water, there's no way you can take up that slack and set the hook.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So come back, stop right there. Come back a little harder, put a little more power in that back cast, and see you're coming all the way down here.
Way too low.
You want to stop up here.
Right.
Bring the forearm back. Yeah, there you go. Feel the difference?
Oh yeah. Ooh,
Come back,
that got sloppy.
put more power in that back cast.
Backswing.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have a good back cast, it's hard not to have a good forward cast. Put a little more power in the back cast. Count 1001.
I'm still.
You're
Okay, I'm
not.
not waiting.
You're too quick
Yeah.
coming forward. The fly is still coming back, and you're coming forward.
Okay.
So put a little more power in the back cast. Count 1001, and then come forward. Waited a little too long that time. Good. That was a good one.
It felt good. I like the way it laid down.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah, you want the fly to hit before the fly line, and you did it very well.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, we call this false casting. Try not to hit the grass on the first two casts. On the third cast, drop it on the lawn. And the reason we do that is to measure accuracy and dry your fly. If you just pick a dry fly up, make one false cast and put it back in the water, it'll sink. So you have to make two false casts and then the third one, drop it. Too much wrist. Good, very good. So watch the tip, so it loads and unloads. So you can feel, when you do it right, you feel a little tug.
Okay.
And that's the moment to come forward. If you can't feel it, count 1001. But if you bring it back hard enough, you'll feel a little tug, and that's the load. And now that all that energy is about ready to explode. Okay. And timing is important. If you come forward too soon, then you're gonna miss that unloading moment. If you come back too late, the back cast is going to drop, and you're going to lose that tension in the whole cast.
Yeah. So it's a lot of feel.
A lot of feel, yeah.
It's practice.
Very good. That was good. Point your thumb right at your target. Good. That was very good. So I want you to close your eyes and just feel the loading and unloading. Come back a little harder. Good. Can you feel the loading and unloading? Good.
Yeah, I'm totally blind. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay, now line control. When you make your cast, you're going to place the line in between these two fingers and the cork without looking. You don't need to look
Right.
to put the line in between your two. If you're looking down here, I guarantee you a big 18-inch brown trout is going to come up and grab your fly, and you're looking at your fingers. So just like this.
Okay.
And we're assuming the current is coming towards us. And so when you make your cast, if it's a fast current, you need to speed up your stripping. If it's a slow current, you want to slow down. If you're fishing a slow piece of water and you start pulling it too hard, the fish are going to know something's up. That's not natural. So I want you to make two false casts. And the third one, drop it, place the line in between these two fingers, and strip 3 times.
Okay.
So go ahead and make 2 false casts. Do this, strip it in, and then go strike.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay. Good. That was the best one. Beautiful. Strike. Okay.
Higher. This.
This is what you did when I yelled strike and you did this.
Okay.
And that's not enough. You have to bring that right hand back further. So just like this.
Okay.
I'm going to stop at 1.
Past the ear.
Yeah, I'm going to stop at 1.
Okay.
This will not do it.
Okay.
Good. So go ahead and strip it in. Strike. That's better, but you want to come back right to about there.
Okay.
Strike. Good. Good. Okay, I'm going to be the fish.
Okay.
Okay, you're stripping it in. Stripping it in. Strike. Okay. The most common way a novice loses a big fish is just what you did.
Okay.
You didn't want to lose them, so you hung on tightly.
Okay.
That's the best way to lose them.
All right.
Spin fishing is a little different. You have heavier terminal tackle, so that fish is going to run. If you try to interrupt that and try to hold the line and not allow him to run, something's going to give, and it's the fly. It's going to pop off. But when you initially set the hook, there's a little slack either around the reel or down here by the fish. Then you want to let it slip through your fingers until it's tight to the line. When he takes off, it's going to be tight. Then you can get your hand off the line and just let him go. So he's going to make a run. You're holding it. Don't hold it. He's making a run. You don't want to hold it. but I feel tension. You must be holding the line. He's gonna make a run. Hold the tip up about 10 o'clock. If you put the tip on the water when he's running, he'll get around a big rock and break the tippet. So you want to try to keep his head up. So a big fish will probably make 2 or 3 runs, and then he'll come in. But this is very important. If you try to stop him, he's going to break off. So just let him go.
Let him tire out.
Let him go. Yeah. Well, that's about it. Any questions? Very similar to golf. Yeah. There's not a lot of sports where you do something behind your head, but golf and fly casting are 2 that you do. Yeah, tomorrow don't worry about catching a bunch of fish. Worry about what we just went over and try to master that. Okay. It's hard to catch fish with a fly rod if you don't know how to cast. It's really luck. So don't worry about catching fish tomorrow. Try to really master that cast. Be able to cast 30 feet without a big wide loop. You want to tighten your loop up, and you do that by keeping a firm wrist, and your timing has to be good.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. Thank you again.
All right.
Thank you. I've learned from the master. Thank you.
My pleasure. Well, you can practice if you want.
Oh, okay.
I'm restocking the fly shop. So.
Okay. Well, I got your
Sure.
reel. So.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.